Man, repping Philly, man. You've been repping Philly so long. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you've seen the Philly scene change.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about, where Philly is at now, coming from where y'all was at?
I mean, it's cool. You know, it's people just like everywhere else. It's people in Philly that's holding the torch for Philly. You know, it's people in Philly that's caught up with what's going on everywhere else. You know, but overall, you know, it's a talented city.
Philly's such a big city. You know what I'm saying? A lot of culture come from Philly. Why do you think it took so long for Philly to kind of get that stamp?
Man, it's a process with everything. You know, and just in the words of the great Philadelphia Sixers, trust the process.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I remember, because like I told you, I wanted to be a rapper since I was little, so I remember we didn't get no recognition. Like, they had the songs, they were like, Atlanta, Houston, LA. And they never said Philly. We had to earn it, you know, and it makes it so much more better.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're a part of what kind of kicked the door open?
I feel like I'm a part of history. I can't say that I'm a part. I definitely am a part of what kicked the door open for my generation, but it was people that I got to take my hat off to that was doing it way before me, that kicked the door in, and it was able for me to come in and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of great legends in Philly that came before us, like Will Smith, like EST, like Hilltop Hustlers, like the legendary Schoolie D, like, you know what I'm saying? The youngsters, so many talented non-brigade task force. There's so many talented artists that came before us that paved the way. And a lot of them might not have achieved stardom, but they still, you know, are part of the city's history, and, you know, they're part of one of the reasons why I'm such a dope MC, because I'm influenced by everything that was around me.
For sure, for sure. Does Philly have its own style, would you say, right now?
Most definitely. I mean, us, like, you know, when Beans came in, he changed the game. Like, everybody wanted to sound like Beanie Siegel. When I came in, everybody wanted to sound like Freeway. When Meek came, everybody wanted to sound like Meek. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we definitely got our own sound. Like I was telling you before, it is people in Philly that's caught up with what's going on, like wanting to sound like Chicago and act like Chicago and stuff like that. But, you know, for the most part, we keep our identity.
For sure, for sure. What do you think about the way Philly is just streetwise now? Like, if you look at Philly over the years, the crime, the violence is going up, 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 especially like right now.
Yeah, it's out of pocket. Like, you know, the other day, a pregnant lady got killed coming from her baby shower. You know, when I was coming up, that them type of things was unheard of. We had a code, like, you let somebody slide if you see them with their family and their children and stuff like that. But now, it's like no holds barred. It's like every man for himself. You really gotta be on point in Philly. Like,
that's crazy.
You got to. You can't be out here thinking it's sweet, you know, running around thinking, you know, ain't nothing gonna happen to you, because people angry, people mad, you know, people ain't got much. PUA over, like, you know what I'm saying? It's rough in the streets right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Philly's right behind Chicago with the murders. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. And Philly don't got
We had 500 murders the other day.
Yeah, that's crazy. The year ain't even over with. They had 500 last year. It's crazy. So all of that rise in crime and violence, you would just say people feel a certain kind of way right now in the streets.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's rough out here, man. You know, with social media, with Instagram and, you know, Facebook, and, you know, they seeing everybody posting the best of their lives. They're posting their highlight reels, and people see those things and it make them angry and make them want to obtain those things. You know, people want to do it for the gram. You know, besides that, people's family is hungry. It's not a lot of opportunities out here, so it's rough, man, you know.
Yeah, just a lot of influence out here. And not enough. Yeah, I feel you. One thing I always wanted to know about Philadelphia too, and this is probably a good question for you. Philly has a very, very large Islamic population.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Why is that?
I mean, early Philadelphia history, you know, was a lot of brothers that came from the Nation of Islam, you know, so it's a deep-rooted Nation of Islam foundation in Philly. And then, you know, as people grew and, you know, people studied the religion, you know, a lot of people transferred over to Sunni Muslim. So it's a large Sunni Muslim population in Philadelphia. You know, it's so influential in Philadelphia. You might see a brother walking down the street with a big beard, with his pants cut short, and you be like, "Assalamu alaikum." He be like, "Oh, what's up?" Because he's not even Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But people are influenced by what's around them. So it's such a large Islamic community. We even influence the people that's not Muslim.
Man, for sure. You love that, don't you?
Yeah, most definitely, because it's getting them one step closer to being Muslim. If you're influenced by the Muslims and you're seeing the Muslims' mannerisms and the way they take care of each other and love each other and love the community, might encourage you to want to be Muslim too.
For sure. And you grew up Islamic, right?
No, I took my Shahada when I was like 13 or 14.
Okay.
Once I was old enough to study religion and decipher religion for myself, Islam just made the most sense to me.
No, for sure. For sure. So throughout this journey with rap, Islam has been with you too.
Most definitely.
For sure. How do you think?
Islam is a way of life, so it's not just like something that you pull out on Sunday, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that you just throw on Tuesday. It's a way of life,
For sure. I'm not implying that either.
Yeah, no, I'm just making it clear for the people, bro.
For sure, for sure. And so how do you think being that way while coming into the rap and going through everything you're going through, how has that affected you and you as an artist mainly?
It definitely affected me. Islam is all about a balance, and I'm not a perfect Muslim at all. I have faults just like everybody else. We are all sinners, but the best of us are those who repent and then stay away from that action that they were doing. So no way am I perfect at all, but Islam is a reminder to me, like, it's certain things that I won't do. Like, I won't go too far to the left. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's certain things that everybody else might do, but I won't, because I have a understanding of religion. I have an understanding of God, and the ultimate goal is to make it to heaven, no matter what. Everybody want to make it to heaven, so I want to make sure my good deeds outweigh my bad deeds when it's all over with. So, Islam keeps that on my mind.
Yeah, for sure, man. I dig that. That's just something I just wanted to ask.